good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on wherever you are connecting from. Welcome to Les Roches International School of Hotel Management. My name is Carolina Pastor. I'm the digital marketing specialist for Les Roches. And today I will be moderating this live presentation about student life on campus. I know that some of you are already enrolled students who will join our school this summer. So we are all very excited to welcome you on campus, and I hope this webinar will help you understand a little bit more about the life that awaits you. And some others may still be deciding which school to choose, so I also hope that this presentation will help you understand more the campus culture and help you make your final decision. So I will start today's presentation by welcoming our two guest speakers. First of all, we have Catherine Demont. She's a current Les Roches student doing her 5th semester with us. She's coming from the UK. She's a student ambassador. She was part of the student social committee. But well, I will let her introduce herself. Thank you, Catherine, for being with us today.
I'm less than a year from graduation, and I've got lots to share. So that's me.
Thank you, Catherine. And last but not least, we have Claire Generat. She's one of our Les Roches alumna and current student services officer in charge of the support and communication part. So for those who will come on campus, this will be a key person who, with whom you will be very in touch during your life at Les Roches. So Claire, thank you very much to you as well. And maybe if you can introduce you a little bit more into detail and explain our attendees what exactly you do and what's your role at the school.
Okay, hi everybody. It's nice to kind of meet you. So my name's Claire Jeanneret. Despite my surname, I'm actually English. So I'm married to a Swiss man. That's how I got that surname. As Carolina mentioned, I am an Les Roches alumni. I finished in 2003. I was working with Starwood for a while and then EHL, so École Hôtelière de Lausanne, and now I'm back to my roots, so to speak. I'm with Les Roches since 2008. I work in the Student Services Department. Student Services, we really offer support to students in all areas of their life outside of their studies, so to speak. So if you are lost on your first day of campus, if you have a question, you have a project, an idea, a problem, any of these type of things, you come and see me. Okay, so I'm the person who can help you with that. I'm always here to listen. I'm always a smiley, friendly face, and I'll do it whatever I can to help you guys. Okay.
So let's take note of this name. Okay, so we're gonna start. This is what the session of today will cover. So first we'll talk about the international spirit at Les Roches. Then we'll go into student life and we'll talk about the different sports, events, and extracurricular courses. Then we'll see the campus location and the different travels opportunities that you will have here in Switzerland. We'll have a look also at the campus facilities, and we'll finish with academic life and all the networking opportunities that you will have during your stay at Les Roches. So Les Roches international spirit, Les Roches way of life, what's that? No? So since the first moment you step into the school, you will immerse yourself into a multicultural environment. We have over 98% of our students are international students that come from 87 different nationalities. So that's very important, not only for your personal, but also for your future professional life. And nowadays, hospitality industry is looking for culturally aware professionals who know how to work in multicultural teams, who are respectful, open-minded. So living and working and also studying with people from such a diverse background will help you get ready for this future professional life. And here you can also see a small graph with the breakdown of the referent regions where our students are coming from. So 43% of our students are coming from Asia Pacific, followed by the 31% coming from Europe. Then we have 17% coming from Middle East and Africa, and 9% coming from Americas. And given that we have such a multicultural community at Les Roches, we have been organizing different events during the past years in which Catherine and Claire have participated and have been part of the organization. So I will let them talk about these three most important events that we have been hosting in the past.
Okay, so I'll start with the World Guinness record for the most nationalities in a swimming pool. Back in 2012, when we decided that we needed to find a way to prove to the world just how international we are, we decided that the best way would be with a Guinness World Record. We managed to get, was it 83?
82.
82 nationalities, so it was 82 people in our swimming pool on campus. Each individual person was from a different country with a different passport. I'm proud to say that I represented the UK, so it was a really great event. It was good fun, and yeah, so that was us. We had to stay in the swimming pool for 10 minutes and splash around, and it was recorded, and we are now in the record books.
If you want to watch the video, you can go to our YouTube channel and watch the video of the event, which is very cool. I wish I have been there by that time.
It was a good day. It was a good day.
It was a fantastic day.
The second thing we've done was the gigantic animated human world map. A Swiss artist approached the school, I believe, and asked to use us because we're so known for our internationality. So we formed a human world map with ourselves, as you can see. I can't remember the complete number of how many people it was. It was close to 82 again.
No, it was 200.
Oh, 200.
Over 200.
What am I talking about? 250 students we used to build the world map, and it was a good fun morning. It was loud and exciting, and yeah, we also have a YouTube video for that one as well, I know, and that was that.
And then we have our last mini project that we organized a few weeks ago, in which Claire also participated. So if you can explain, Claire, what it was.
So really, I think, the Les Roches community is about sharing, about, it's important your studies, but it's important what you do out of your studies. And I think we will find when you come here, there is a really unique feel in the school. Everybody's proud to be part of Les Roches. It's a really happy environment. So really, the We Are Happy song fits in it perfectly. So the idea came up to do this project to express how Les Roches was happy. It was a pretty amazing project because it wasn't just students, we had staff, we had faculty members, everybody was participating, everybody did their bit to really participate in the video, which I suggest you should go and watch because you will have a smile on your face by the end of it. And what was so fun was all the people who participated in it also were smiling for days afterwards. But it really is, for me, a true example of what being part of Les Roches is. So it's really good fun, and you can look forward to this type of stuff as well, for sure. It's not over yet.
Yeah, and you will probably also see some familiar faces in the video, right? Okay, so let's move into student life, sports, and also out of the classroom activities. So I know Catherine is a very sporty girl, and actually, if you like sports, this is probably the place to be because we have a great offer. Also, depending on the season, you have different choices for outdoor sports and also indoors activities. So Catherine, how does it work? Which activities can you find on campus and how do you sign up for them?
Okay, for me, one of the best things about living in a place like this is that we get the benefit of all seasons. In the winter, of course, as we live just below the ski resort of Crans-Montana, the best thing for me as a skier is that I have the opportunity at the weekends to ski or snowboard. But also in the summer, we have plenty of options available as well. I myself have been part of several of the school's teams, basketball, football, as you can see in the list. We have some really nice facilities available on campus. We have a large football pitch, and also when the weather is not so good, we do have access often to one of the local schools has indoor courts as well that we can use. A great thing as well is that we actually have a sports coordinator on campus. If there is a group of you that decide that you are particularly interested in, let's say, yoga, for example, which is a new one, a group of girls got together and said that yoga was their thing, so that was organised. This can easily be done with several sports, obviously, within reason. Car Montana itself also offers a lot of things such as ice skating, there's bowling, things like that. There are lots of sports available in this area that we can take part in, whether that's at school or outside of school as well.
In the
And
summer,
also,
actually, Cromontana.
sorry?
Yeah,
So I was just going to say, in the summer, Cromontana is actually known also for all the hiking you can do. And it's really well known for downhill mountain biking as well. They have really great tracks for that. If anybody likes doing a bit of extreme mountain biking, it's great for that here as well.
And golf, of course. How could I forget golf? It's the world famous golf course here. If golf is what grabs you, loads of options.
Yeah, so we have a lot of options, and also, yes, for you to know, we have a fitness center in the campus, as Catherine mentioned. It's free of charge for all students. It's open 7 days a week, and our sports coordinator is also there to coach and counsel students on how to set up their daily routine if they want to follow a routine on the fitness center. So yes, we say that many options depending on which kind of sports and activities you like, and also the opportunity to propose new things if there is a group of people interested. And also we have a lot of student clubs and committees, some which are very recent that were created this semester. Some others are more part of Lagos history since they have been existing since a long time ago. So I also let you girls explain a little bit more about the selection that we have here on the slide, and also if you want to add something else, feel free to do it.
Okay, so let me start on this one because I touch most of those societies. The Student Social Committee is a group of students that come together for one passion, which is really organising events on campus for students about student life. So they can organise anything from a charity event. This semester we organised a sponsored spinning day where we covered over 1,000 kilometres virtually on spinning bikes across China. And the funds that they raised were for a charity called Couleurs de Chine, which means Colours of China, which is working with disadvantaged children in China to help them get an education. So that's one of the examples they do. They'll also organise like talent shows in school where musicians can show off their talents and people pay for the entrance. All of the money that they raise is going to the graduating students' dinner, so the big party at the end of the semester for these students who are finishing. So that's what they really are about. It's about improving life on campus for the students and making money for this and charity as well. So that's really good fun, and they try and do different projects every semester that have never been done before. Like last semester they did a Great Gatsby event with a casino theme as well, so you could actually play the casino in school, and that was quite fun as well. Obviously not for too much money because that's not good. Can
any student join the Student Social Committee?
Any student can join the social committee. All you need to do is be motivated and willing. So anybody can join it at that point. So, and my office, the Student Services Office, work very closely with them to help them be able to achieve what they need to within the school. So, the next society is the Eta Sigma Delta Society. This society exists, it was, I think, created in 1978 by University, the New Hampshire University. They identified that there was a need for an organisation to recognise academic excellence within hospitality, because this didn't exist. This has been with the school now since, I believe, at least 2002, me being one of the first members of this society from Les Roches.
Congratulations.
So, proud to say that. Thank you very much. And it's been going on ever since. And really it's recognising the top students out of the graduating group, the BBA notably, and BSc students, for their achievement, academic achievement that they've achieved over the semester studies that they've had in Les Roches. So they are invited to become part of the society, and there's an official presentation and ceremony that happens at the end of the semester for that one. The Toastmasters is a new society that was set up this semester. It's really grouping students together who are interested or have a love of public speaking, or who want to improve their public speaking skills. So they meet regularly every week. They have the different positions to fill in every week, and each week somebody else gets the opportunity to present, and then they're critiqued and coached really by the other students after that, which is great. The yearbook committee, again, this is something that happens every semester because, as you know, some semesters you'll be in school, other semesters you could be well out in internship. So this is a new committee that's set up every semester. This semester, it's getting more and more professional in the way it's held. The students are responsible for taking the photos, setting up and designing the yearbook, getting sponsorship, and the selling of the yearbook afterwards. This semester we have sponsorship from, I believe, Crans-Montana Tourism, which is a local tourism office, SEMA, which is a local transport organization, UBS Bank, and also Intercontinental Hotels, and Twisper, which is a new travel application. So they're all participating in that. So that's quite exciting. A good project to be part of. I believe the wine club exists now since 2 semesters. Do you know anything more about the wine club? Have you participated?
I'm not part of the wine club myself, but some of my classmates are. I don't know an awful lot about it, to be quite honest with you, but I know them. I know they meet weekly. It's wine tasting. They discuss it amongst the group. They've also helped with the organisations of the beverages at some of our events, introducing the school to new wines, things like that. Sorry, I don't have more information than that on that one.
I know that this
What's
semester
very interesting about the wine club is that they were harvesting their own grapes last semester. So they are going to start producing their own wine, which will be ready, I believe that by the end of spring. I don't know if it's still confirmed. And they will also create their own wine label, which is very exciting because it will be the first time Les Roches creates its own wine. And it's going to be 100% produced by students, also with the support of the school and some sponsors, which I think it's a very nice initiative. And I'm really looking forward to tasting this wine, actually.
Actually, this semester they've had a competition to create Les Roches' wine label and beer label. So it's been an open competition to the students. They've got certain design specifics, and any student can enter the competition. They have to propose 2 different wine labels for a red and a white, and the names, and also for 2 different beers, a dark beer and a light beer. So, and we're waiting to hear the results of that, who won that competition. So that's quite exciting. It should be coming up soon.
Yeah, for sure we'll share the news on social media if you are interested in knowing about it. And then we have also student ambassadors. As I said, Catherine is one of our student ambassadors, and Claire is one of the coordinators of the student ambassadors group. So every time there is some event on campus or some activities which involves the participation of student ambassadors, she's one of the coordinators and the persons who is in touch with them. So yeah, if you can also give more details about what's the role of a student ambassador.
Okay, so to be a student ambassador, you do have to apply and you are selected. And you were of the few who, the way I see it is you are the student voice. You are the public image of Les Roches. So if ever we have guests coming to school, anybody comes to visit as a potential student, or maybe guests from the industry, or perhaps educational counsellors who want to learn more about Les Roches, we're the students that they come and speak to. We also help with making a few decisions that need to be made. We are the voice of the student body as well, such as, for example, we recently redesigned the school hoodie, and we had a focus group with our ambassadors to decide what would be the colour choice and the design, things like that. With the voice, and it's a great way of being able to communicate how we feel about the school to the world, really, and to people like you, new students.
So every semester we select, yes?
I was just going to say, if I have to sum it up in one word, the student ambassadors, I'd say passion for Les Roches. So that's what it's really about, I believe.
So every semester we select a group of 20 student ambassadors. It's becoming really popular. Actually, we receive almost 90 applications for this semester. So obviously they are selected. We have to keep a balance on different nationalities, different programs, different classes, and also based on their experiences on internships, since we have to have a varied group of students among the student ambassadors. So it's a very interesting role. You will be meeting some of them when you come on campus, or if you come for an open day. And also for these kind of activities, webinars, they help us a lot also to counsel and to give advice to future students, which I think it's very, very useful and very interesting for someone who wants to know more about the student side of Les Roches. So now we are going to see a bit about the campus location. As you might already know, our school in Switzerland, our campus is located in the village of Blues. It's up in the mountain in the Swiss Alps, 1,200 meters of altitude, which brings a lot of sunny days. So this region or this village is well known for having over 290 days of sunshine, which is very nice, especially living in a country like Switzerland, which in winter it's a little bit cold for someone who might be used for of milder weather. And actually Claire, as a student, she was living there, and also now as a resident, so she may know very well the area, not only Blues, but also Crans-Montana, which is up above in the mountain, and Ciel, which is down, but very well connected to the campus. So which are the different options that students have to spend their weekends or to go after class, and yeah, what can they do during their free time around in the area?
Well, I think that Crans-Montana is a as actually, let's say, a tourist resort, because it's not only the winter, it's developing more and more. So they're getting more and more fun and new things. For example, in the summer, they actually set up a beach by the lake. So they export, I don't know how many tons of sand to make it look really like a beach. And you can do water sports on the lake, and there's a really nice bar, there's a lounge area and that type of thing. It's really good fun. So, you know, and you can just go and have a drink there. That's really nice. Down the mountain, just a little way from Sierre, there's a really, there's the biggest underground lake. So if you're looking for something a bit more, let's say, cultural, that's a really nice thing to do. Near Sierre, there's a really nice castle where you can go do wine tasting, because actually not a lot of people know, but Switzerland has actually got some very nice wines, but they only produce a certain amount, so very few Swiss wines are exported, but they do very nice wines. So you can go and find out the history about winemaking in Switzerland, particularly in the region Valais, which is where we're situated, and find out some more about the different wines. In Crans-Montana this week coming up, we have a really big music festival, which is really good fun as well, with some really well-known artists coming, like Ziggy Marley, Casey Jones, and then more electronic stuff, which is far too young for me, so I can't remember the names of them. But yeah, there's a lot of different things to do, so there's lots of different activities, as well as, you know, the fact that Switzerland is right in the center of Europe, so you can travel anywhere on a weekend. A lot of students, you know, often are away on weekends because they want to go and discover what there is to do in Europe or even just in Switzerland, which is, you know, a lot of things. One really important thing to do if you come and study in Switzerland is get a half-price card for the trains. If you get a half-price card for the trains, I think it's like 200 francs, maybe a bit more. But anytime you take the train, it will be half the amount it would be. And this is great because it actually goes into quite a lot of European destinations. So you can end up traveling to Italy for really not very much money. So I do recommend that you do that when you get here.
And what about the local public transportation? Do your students need a car, or there are some options to go around?
Some students have cars, and there are public transport that's available. A lot of students take the funicular, and the funicular is, if you like, a little train that goes up from Bluche up into Crans-Montana and then down the mountain to Sierre as well. So public transport is pretty regular. The only time maybe that it gets more difficult is late at night, but there are now night buses as well that you can take.
Mm-hmm. And I believe that many students share also taxis when they go out. So Crans-Montana is not far away from campus. It's just 10 minutes ride. And if you share a cab with 2-3 people, it's really affordable. So.
And if I go by and I see any students walking on the side of the road, I always pick them up.
Yeah.
So recognizing my
So
car.
you can find nice people as Claire that can give you a ride as well. And also you were talking about the different travel opportunities. Obviously being centrally located in Europe helps a lot. Also Switzerland is a small country with a lot of things to offer, but also with some neighboring countries that are very interesting to be discovered, especially from students coming from far away like Asia, Latin America or United States that may not be very familiar with these locations. And I would also like to ask Catherine whether she had the opportunity to travel around Europe or maybe somewhere else during her time at Les Roches.
I certainly have. I have actually, well, I'm from London, and I've actually driven from London to here occasionally when I began and finished the semesters. So it is possible to get around Europe so easily. I've also visited Paris a few times. My roommate's actually from Paris, so we've had the opportunity to travel there a couple of times. Also Milan is very nearby to here. I think is it 3 hours in the car? Two and a half. 2.5 to 3 maybe, and I've done that a couple of times over the weekend. I've been all around Switzerland now. I've been here for 3 years, and in that time I've taken a few weekends where I've travelled around the country. I'm pleased to say it's one of the best things, I must say, being in Central Europe, being able to go around. We've had some great day trips, big groups of us, small groups of us, and organised by the school as well. For example, there are a couple of shopping days in Milan, for example, where we have a coach and we have a day of shopping in Milan, which is very nice.
Actually, this weekend, the sports coordinator has organised a weekend trip to Europa Park in Germany. So all the students will be going out to Europa Park and getting the thrills from all the scary rides this weekend. So we hope they'll come back on Monday.
And also you can take advantage of the deals that the school gets. So if you travel in group, obviously it's cheaper than doing it on your own. And obviously even funnier, I guess, that if you travel on your own. And also there are a lot of low-cost airlines that you can use to travel within Europe. And yeah, you can also get advantage of low prices or some discounts if you book in advance. And rent a car, take your own car, take a train. So many different options to travel around.
Carolina, we have some questions coming up from people about nightlife and things like that. Should we answer them now?
Yeah, so if they are related to the slides, yeah, we can respond to them now. Or either we can allow 15, 20 minutes at the end of the presentation to type the responses as you wish. But if there is something related to what we are talking now, we can respond to them.
Certainly.
Okay. So we continue?
Yes, please. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. So campus facilities. Here we have some of the facilities used by the students to study, to do their practical learning. We have a couple of pictures of the accommodation and an aerial campus view on the left. So Catherine, if you can introduce a little bit about these facilities, the different meal options that students have, the accommodation, and the facilities for this practical learning.
Certainly. Okay. You'll see in the middle there's a picture of a double room there. That's the most common type of accommodation here. I spent my first 3 semesters on campus and I lived in a room very similar to this. It was really spacious, I must say. I very much enjoyed living on campus. It's good fun being surrounded by all your friends. It's really good. Also, with our timetables, bear in mind that especially in the first 2 semesters, because we have a lot of practical and academic work, you're often having to start at different times during the week. It's quite handy having a roommate with you that can make sure you wake up on time, that can be there when you need help with studying. I've really enjoyed living on campus in rooms like these. We've also got, you can see the guys who are working in the kitchen. So I don't know how much you guys already know about what's on campus, but we do have 4 food outlets of different styles. We've got our fancy, what we call our 5-star restaurant, and then we have a 4, a 3, and a sort of a fast food establishment. All of these kitchens, obviously you get to work in, but also it's where the students eat. We have breakfast, lunch and dinner available on campus. This is always prepared by the students, depending on what class you're in at the time. The most fun you will have here at Les Roches, I guarantee every student will tell you, it's in service and in the kitchens. It adds a real refreshing change to sitting in a classroom. It's all well and good learning theory, but being able to apply it in a real life situation is probably one of the best experiences I've had here. You'll also see at the bottom, there's a little picture of what looks like a hotel room with a bath in the middle. If I'm correct, yeah, that is
So
our...
it's not student accommodation, right?
Student accommodation? No. Yeah? Oh, I was going to say, but I can say it anyway.
It's Petit Les Roches.
Petit Les Roches, exactly, yeah. This is the sort of hotel simulation we have here on campus, where in the first year we learn about housekeeping responsibilities and front office. So we actually have a little hotel built on campus where we can actually work in the real life situation amongst our other students. Also to the left of that, we have a picture of our library. We have, when it gets to that time when there's a lot of exams and a lot of projects, it's really nice to have the library facilities available. There's a lot of space in there for you to actually sit and study in peace. On a busy campus, it's not always the easiest to find that around your friends, but the library's always there. So, yeah. Have I missed anything about campus?
We have the lobby and, well, our new renovated entrance lobby of the marketplace as well.
Yeah. So in the bottom left picture and the one just next to that with the chairs, that's our lobby and the entrance to the marketplace, which is the main restaurant here on campus. It's in our main building, so it's where most people will eat lunch, though there are other options as well if you have a bit more time. The lobby is a place where pretty much everything goes on. You can either just congregate there with your friends, or you can meet with staff, or you can study, or just relax in between classes. It's just the centre of the school, really.
We have some big events that go on there throughout the semester as well, like the talent contest, this type of thing. Some big events with the social committee will be held in there. The charity fundraising that we did for Colours of China that I was talking about earlier, we did this here as well in this area. So yeah, it's really the heart of the school, we can say. The marketplace, this is a new design that we've just got in. It was quite exciting because all the students got a surprise when they came back. They've just come back from the midterm break and they found the marketplace looking like this, and so far I think everybody really enjoys it. It's a nice, like, relaxing area that you can sit before you have your meal waiting for your friends to turn up, or if you've eaten so much and you can't go any further out of marketplace, you can take a little rest there. So it's really, really nice.
And also, I'm seeing here a question on the chat box. This goes back to the sports, but maybe we can reply to it now. Alina says that she's wondering if we have any tournaments with other universities for sports.
Yeah, I've also seen a second question here also asking about rugby. So I was going to say the same thing as you, Carolina. We do compete with other schools, hotel schools especially, actually, because there are quite a few of them in Switzerland. So we have got together and had tournaments. We have a sports day, which obviously is all different sorts of sports, but also to answer the other question, rugby is probably our strongest sport, I think. Might be the most popular one here. We do have a rugby team every semester. The coaching obviously does have to be split because there's different students on campus at different times and the different staff available, but there is, as far as I'm aware, there's always been a rugby team.
It's getting stronger and stronger.
Mm-hmm. And also with the rugby team as well, because it has been the most popular, we've also played with like local teams, not just other schools. And that's good fun. I'm not a rugby player myself, but I always attend the tournaments and matches anyway as a supporter because it's good fun. Hope that answers your question.
Just coming back to these sports days, we actually have had for this semester also a winter sports day. So everybody's interested in skiing and snowboarding. We had a competition against Lyon actually. I think they were slightly better than us this time, but that's not to say that next time we're not going to beat them. You know, we've always got a second chance. Yeah. So we do have a summer and a winter sports day as well now put into place. So for those people who want to try out for the teams and you know, show Les Roches proud, there's always an opportunity to do that.
That's related to Artyom's question. Yeah.
Yeah,
so yes,
I hope that answers skiing competition question.
There was, but we were signed up to do another skiing competition in Crans-Montana this winter, but unfortunately the competition got cancelled by Crans-Montana Tourism because the weather conditions were not good enough. The snow, it's been really warm, so the snow hasn't actually stayed for as long as we would have hoped. But there was a possibility for the skiers and snowboarders to sign up for that as well. Plus, this semester we participated in a torchlight descent with Crans-Montana Tourism.
Yeah.
So it was to really create awareness about the resort and that type of thing. So there's a lot of things going on, really. You know, a lot of opportunity to participate.
Mm-hmm. And basketball. So I've just seen a basketball question. We also have a basketball team. They're good too. We have a really good basketball team, actually. I was on the girls' team. Yeah, we do, and we have a basketball court on campus.
Mm-hmm. We also have another question. What is the most tired in school life? I don't know if he means what's the most exhausting thing of school life. Maybe, Gillian, you can redo your question to let us understand exactly what you want to ask. And we continue with the presentation and then we go back to the questions again. Okay, so then we have campus facilities outside the classroom, scattered around the campus, and also some, like the sports fields. And I think we already mentioned mainly all of them. So we have the soccer field, we have golf courses that are close to the campus if you want to play golf. We have outdoor swimming pool for summer, so those who are coming now in summer will take advantage of that. And we also have a small hotel, Petit Paradis, where you can go to grab a drink after class, or even you can, if you have any guests, any visitors coming over on campus to visit you, they can stay there. And yeah, we have the funicular, the means of transport, the ski slopes of Crans-Montana. So you see a lot of different facilities and things that you can do around the campus in summer and in winter as well. So academic life. Our faculty obviously is there to support you during classrooms, but also outside the classroom. We can say that we have a faculty body that is as culturally diverse as our student body. So we have teachers from many different nationalities: German, Spanish, Brazilian, Italian, many different backgrounds and many different nationalities. We have also what we call an open doors policy to ease the contact between student and faculty. So the teachers, even if they are not teaching during their working hours, they are in their office and you can go and visit them for any kind of question related to the course or related to any professional counseling that you may need. And then they will be very happy to help you out with that. We also have visiting lecturers and company recruitment professionals that complement the classroom experience and bring the industry to you. Also, it's important to mention that our teachers have the credentials appropriate to the courses that they teach. They are up to date. They spend several periods of time going back to the hospitality industry to kind of renew their knowledge, be up to date in the skills needed and the demands of the industry. And I don't know, Catherine, if you have any comments about the faculty. What's your relationship with the teachers? If there is something that you would like to remark on this sense?
I would have said pretty much what you said, to be honest. One of the things that I find the most helpful, I guess, about the faculty is that they all have industry experience in one way or another. In relation to their subject. Whenever they give examples, whenever you need advice on something, the answers you always get from them are really genuine. You can I believe that there is experience from the industry there that I can rely on. I'm talking to professionals, and that's what I find one of the best things about the faculty body here. Also, I found it didn't necessarily occur to me so early on in my studies, but now that I'm coming nearer to the end where I'm starting to think about my job, my future job, my career, the visiting lecturers and company recruitment professionals that we do have coming to visit us on campus, we're so very lucky to have the sheer amount that we do and at the level We've had, I've met general managers here on campus before who come to see us because they know the level that we're at. And I appreciate that so much, especially the advice they've been able to give, even if they're not necessarily here to hire me. Being able to speak with these professionals has been a great experience that I've been able to get the benefit of whilst being here.
And that actually brings us to the next slide about the industry relations and networking, because we have over 50 companies who come to visit us every semester on campus. Our industry partners look for our graduates and also our students to offer them different positions for, as I say, their internships or entry-level positions at different companies from many different sectors. So we have hotels, we have event organization companies, we have also Bloomberg, for example, that it's a television channel specialized in financial news. We have Booking.com. So we have a really big range of different sectors and companies that come every semester to interview our students, and who are also in touch with our careers office, who help students to find their career path and to apply for these different interviews and get ready for the selection process. I know that, Catherine, you also attended different company visits, so if you can let us know how was this interaction with the different recruiters, and whether you could take advantage of this networking to get ready or to look for internship positions, or maybe to get to know more what you want to do in your future when you graduate.
The network of companies that are now coming to visit Les Roches is huge. When I first started, I was impressed by how many there are, and now there are just so many more. People often forget that hospitality is not just hotels and restaurants. There's way more to it than that. And obviously we learn an awful lot of management skill here at Les Roches. It may well come to a point at the end when you decide that perhaps hotels weren't quite what you had in mind, but that doesn't stop anything, because companies like MCI, you can see on the slide here, UEFA, Bloomberg, like Carolina mentioned, there's so much opportunity, and being able to be presented to by representatives from these companies are fantastic. I've been to so many company presentations in the past 3 years. I've learned so much about what there is to offer that I didn't know existed when I first came. When I first came, I thought I knew it all, and I was so wrong. I've learned so much from these presentations. I've also had the opportunity to do 2 internships. My first was in London with Hilton, and my second was in China in Suzhou with Intercontinental. 2 great opportunities in good positions, and I'm not an exception. This works for everybody. We all have this opportunity in front of us. It's really something special to Les Roches.
But also it's important to mention that you have to work for it. So it doesn't mean that you will come to Les Roches and we'll give you an internship
yeah, for sure.
by graduation. But obviously we open to you our network. We give you all the advice and all the support that you may need, but at the end it's you who has to pass the interview, who has to work on your motivation letter, and so how passionate you are and how much you want to get this job. So yeah, I think that's it's important just to highlight that.
No, of course. Although we're given much help and advice on interview skill and writing CVs, these company presentations are a way of learning what's out there, seeing what you are capable of, and whether these companies can work for you and if you can work for them. There's still, of course, it's all about the amount of work you're willing to do, and you know, you still have to compete. But yeah, we have these opportunities in front of us, and it's our job to work for them. Let's go with that.
Okay, so we are reaching the end of the presentation. So I'm gonna let you know the different ways you can still keep in touch with us. So we have our different social media channels. You can watch all the videos of these exciting events that we have been talking about, and also some student testimonials on our YouTube channel, Les Roches. You can stay up to date with the latest industry news and things on campus through Twitter at Les Roches News. You can also connect with us through Facebook and check all the student-made pictures on our new Instagram account, Les Roches Switzerland. If you want to come and visit us in person, you are more than welcome to sign up for our next and last open day of the semester, the 25th of April. You can come with your family, you will have a tour on campus, you will attend a presentation, you will have lunch with students and get to know more about our programs and life on campus. And we also have a Follow Me Day, in which a visitor student comes and shadows another student and goes with the real student to classroom, have lunch with other students and spend a day on campus to really know what it feels studying at Les Roches. The next one is coming next Thursday. We already have reached the limit of registrations for this one, but hopefully maybe by the end of the semester we open a new Follow Me, or if not, you can stay connected with us and be informed for the next Follow Me days next semester. And also, if you aren't enrolled student yet at Les Roches and you want to know more about our programs, enrollment process, applications, or admissions requirements, please come to our website where you can find all the information in detail. It's www.lesroches.edu, and get in touch with an educational counselor. This will be the right person who will counsel you based on your personality, on your skills, and on your background to see whether you meet all the requirements for the programs and this is the adequate school for you. Here you can see the contact details, the phone number and the email, and you can find also them on our website. The next intake, so we have the summer intake, and that we receive accept applications until May 15th, especially for those students who require a visa to come to study in Switzerland. Then we have another intake on October, and for which you can apply by August 23rd. For January intake, it will be for 2015. You can apply by November 5th. And for those students interested in the global degree, please know that we only have the January intake next year. So this is the end of the presentation. Now we are going to allow some time to respond to your questions. Thank you very much for listening to us yesterday. Again, I hope you find helpful this information. If you have any more questions, feel free to use our chat box. And if there are still questions after the webinar and after using the chat box, feel free to come and contact us back. Thank you very much, Catherine and Claire, for being with us today, for taking the time to share your experiences. And well, hope to see you guys soon on campus. And we'll stay here, as I said, for around 10-15 minutes. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I'm going to turn off the audio and the camera.
See some of you soon.
Bye.